Israel is witnessing a dramatic scene unlike anything seen in years. Outside the Tel Nof Air Force Base, dozens of Israelis, some waving flags, others holding haunting photos of children that are killed in Gaza, have gathered with a very powerful message for their own military. Stop bombing Gaza. Strange, right? The protesters shouted slogans like "Refuse to serve." Slogans like "Stop the bombing," urging Air Force pilots to stand down and not follow orders that they say are killing innocent people and destroying hopes for the peace. The crowd wasn't just made up of peace activists. Families of hostages also joined in, pleading for a ceasefire deal that could bring their loved ones home, and that too alive. You know what's fueling this anger right now? Well, many Israelis now believe that the continuous airstrikes on Gaza are jeopardizing the fragile hostage negotiations underway. Well, they fear that every new bombing run could kill more hostages, derail the ceasefire, and push both the sides deeper into endless war. Well, in Tel Aviv's Hostages Square, emotions ran ever high. Mothers, fathers, and siblings of those who are still trapped in Gaza held candlelight vigils, calling out their Prime Minister, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, directly. They accused him of sabotaging the peace talk to appease far-right ministers who, in their words, want eternal war. Now, some protesters are even looking abroad for help, expressing optimism that the US President, Mr. Donald Trump, who recently unveiled a Gaza peace plan, might pressure Israel to accept a ceasefire. But inside Israel, the divide is growing, with hardliners insist that only total victory can bring security. Others argue that violence has become a trap, leaving both Israelis and Palestinians caught in the cycle of death and despair. You know, what makes this moment historic is that for the very first time, it is the ordinary Israelis that are challenging their own military, and that too directly. Videos from the protests show demonstrators blocking base entrances, waving signs like "Pilots don't fly" and "No more blood for politics." Analysts say that this protest reflects a shifting mood in Israel right now, where frustration, grief, and fatigue, they are all turning into open resistance. Even inside the army, whispers of moral hesitation, they are spreading, with reports that some pilots are quietly questioning the government's strategy. So here's the question: how far will this go? Will these protests fade away, or could they mark the start of a rebel moment within Israel's own ranks? For now, one thing is certain: the war in Gaza is not just dividing Israel from its enemies, it is dividing Israelis from each other as well.